Hello and welcome to What Map, the map review show for Cities Skylines. There are tens of thousands of maps in the workshop now, and so finding the right one for your next build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review one, using our 5-star rating for aesthetics, detail and gameplay potential, awarding only the very best the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to Wednesday's What's Map. BonBon here, how are you doing? Now I know this map looks a little bit bleak from up here. It's a map you have to get down to ground level on, and we'll be doing a lot of that today. It's Boulder City, Nevada by Douglas, and if you recognise the name Douglas, that's because they are king of the desert. Honestly, they make desert maps so interesting. Here's your start square. Once again, doesn't look particularly exciting, does it? But trust me, we're going to get down there. We're going to get down and dirty in the red sand. That is Nevada. Right, let's have a look at the Steam Workshop. There's quite a lot to subscribe to. This is not for the vanilla player. It's going to be quite intensive on your system, but it's definitely worth it if you've got a CPU that can handle that amount of props and assets. Right, let's start rolling through. Now the highway, we've got an intersection here. We'd normally go straight on, but there's your intersection there. We're going to be heading off to the left today. We've got a specific route I want to take. It's going to take us a while to go around it. Nice detailing going on. A bit out in the fog here at the moment, hence a little bit of a haze, but we're moving inland. We'll get away from that pretty quickly. Like I say, yeah, Douglas is the king of the desert, and this is not a bleak, boring desert at all. The one thing that I don't properly understand, I could go and have a look at Google Earth, this roundabout doesn't seem to do anything. But the little bit of research that I've done with Google Earth, just to see what the heck Douglas has been doing, everything seems to be, well, accurate. It seems to be to some sort of scale, and I just forgot to look up what that roundabout's all about. I'm sure it is there for a specific purpose in real life. There we've got the two split highways coming together now into one merged highway. Two going each way, and now we're heading towards what I think is my favourite ever start square. What do I mean by that? Well, normally you get your proper intersection, but look at this. It just entices you to start building. Those roads just stop immediately and you've got to do the rest of it. And I love it. I absolutely love what Douglas has done here. I just want to play right now. In fact, it was all I could do not to start drawing out roads and grid networks and stuff like that. Right, onwards. So now we're down to a 2-lane highway and heading off into the hills. And it's dusty and grimy. And like I say, Douglas, he had one of the 6 best maps of the year from last year. Well, according to my end of year, my best of 2017. If you've not seen it, honestly worth going checking out. One of those 6 was one of his, another one of the desert maps, and I don't even like desert maps, and I just love this guy's work. He is a legend when it comes to this. So we're going to head off left here and head down towards this little build plane down here, sloping down towards the banks. And if I'm honest with you, I had to look this one up as well, because this didn't make an awful amount of sense to me, but it's a perfectly good location for starting to build a small town down here. But yeah, I'll point out a bit that I couldn't. I had to Google Earth this, and I'll share the image with you as soon as we get there. But at the top here, a little bit of an S-bend. We've got this. It's a little bit glitchy there, but I'm okay with that. What the heck is this? And it's a launching strip for putting boats into the water. There's a marina, big marina down here with all the posh yachts from Las Vegas and whatever. It is very, very posh, and that's where you put your big boats in. So that's what all that is about. And I had to look it up. I thought it was some sort of like an airstrip, but nope. it's for boats. Anyway, back up to this intersection, and we're going to head off now in towards the next point of interest. But it's a boring desert map, and it's packed with points of interest. I love what Douglas is able to do. He just draws you around the map. It took me probably about 15 minutes to choose the route that I was going to take here as well. So I'm trying to find the most logical way around it to take in everything. And that's why it's such a long episode, because there is a lot to take in. Right, up the side of this hill here, using the S-bends, and then up there, what's up there? Let's have a look, shall we? Bit of parking, and some seats, and this is, yes, this is a viewing point. Yeah, you can overlook the harbour where all those posh boats are going to be. A great view from up here. What a lovely view. And if we pull back, you can get a better idea. Ooh, drops down a little bit, pops up a little bit, but yeah, that's where you're looking from up there. Great location for a viewing point, and nicely detailed work as well by Mr. Douglas. You are doing another great job today. Let's head down and follow this road a little bit further under the highway, and then back again under the highway the other direction. And what are we coming to here? We've reached another little mini intersection. Now that we're going to check out that road in a minute, but from this direction. Got more parking spaces, including truck stop there, nice. And then we got this footpath, and we'll have a look over that other road from this footpath, because this is going to give us a heck of a view, I can promise you that. Loving the detailing here, the way that he's got that little thing in the middle there to make us have to walk around the hole. It's brilliantly done, very nicely done. Right, now we're dropping down to Street View, so that we can have a look from the viewpoint of a pedestrian. Right, okay, so this path runs along this bridge. It's a pretty high bridge. Don't look down if you are scared of heights. Okay, it's a solid bridge though, built to last. And if we move along a little bit further, maybe about here, maybe, yeah, something like that. We'll turn to the left and have a look at the view. And that is the Hoover Dam. A little bit glitchy, that's something that we do suffer from a little bit in game sometimes, but that is amazing work. Look at the amount of water that's pouring out the bottom of that. That is great. You look left, you look right. That's the bends, that's the road we were looking at a minute ago. And it goes off over the top of the dam. This is why I thought it'd be much better to look at it from all the way up here. Anyway, if we were to carry on over the bridge, we'd come up against this sign here. Now this is Arizona, the Grand Canyon state, and it welcomes us. Do we want to go into Arizona? Nah, of course we don't. We want to go the other way. We want to go back the way we came, because Nevada is not the Grand Canyon state, is it? There's a sign there and it tells us all about it. It's welcome to Nevada, the silver state. Oh, I love a bit of silver, me. Bit of sterling silver, you know, it don't half make your steak taste nice if you're using a proper bit of silver cutlery. Anyway, onwards, I digress, of course. And we'll follow the highway along a little bit further. We've got this little thing going on here, which we're just going to ignore. There's not much to see there. And then up and over this little bridge here. Once again, perfect bridge, perfect roads all the way, and not afraid to use 3 lanes one side, 2 lanes the other side. Saw that in one of his last maps as well. I don't remember which one. There's so many great maps, and I lose track of which one does what and where. But this is a great start to the year, getting a Douglas map in so early. Right, flying along here, going as fast as I can. To get to the next point of interest, which is up by the canal. There's your canal, and here's a little point that you can just get off and follow the dirt tracks alongside the canal, which is great. Once again, nice intersections, very nicely detailed, beautifully done. Next stop. What is the next stop? Next stop, we've got this the rail bridge going over. We'll ignore that. Then we've got this intersection, which is Another lovely little start square. Once again, just makes you want to get started. Just close enough to the water, and we've got the rail running alongside it as well. Everything you want there for your first town. Brilliant. Next stop is a rest point, a truck stop, somewhere you can pull in and have a little breather before driving on for a few more miles through the desert. But this has got something a little extra special thrown in. You're probably making it out already, but we're going to ignore it for now. We're going to ignore it. We're going to have a look at the layout first of all. So there's your layout. We've got loads of parking bays, truck stop bays as well. Excellent work. And then we've got these signs. I don't know what to say, Douglas. Apart from, first of all, thank you. That is outstanding work. It's beautiful work. It's a great representation of my logo. Only thing is, of course, there is orange in my logo if you look very carefully in the top left hand corner. But I will let you off of that for taking the time and the effort to represent me in such a great map. Thank you very, 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 very much. It's not going to get you any points, mind you, but I think you're doing okay without having little favours like that thrown into the map. Anyway, here we go to the next bit. This is once again a nicely detailed intersection, beautifully detailed intersection. We're going to head this way. You're thinking, we must be getting close to the doing the rail. Oof, no, we're going to do the rail after the asset review, and we're going to do that after we finish doing the roads, and we are a long way yet from finished doing the roads. Crikey, we're heading off towards the fog. There can't be much more to see. Yes, there is. We're going to pull off at this intersection here and go dirt tracking. Well, it's a desert after all. We're expecting to do some dirt tracking, aren't we? Some of these nice vanilla bridges, dirt track bridges. And we're heading off that way. See, we're going over there. It's going to take us a while to get there because, you know, desert, lots of nothing going on. And just check the terraforming and this, you know, the positioning of all these, I would say it's a desert, but there's a lot of greenery dotted around. And we'll take a left here anyway. We're going to go to something that Douglas is particularly fond of doing, and I'm fond of exploring them. It's a ghost town. Yeah, just one of those abandoned cities that are dotted all over America. That's all burnt down there and there as well. Yeah. When the new highway goes through and everybody moves closer to the new highway, and this sort of town, which is possibly where the workers from, there must be somewhere that they were working down here. Let's keep hunting. Let's keep following this dirt track. It's not going nowhere. It's got purpose. I love it when dirt tracks and things like that have a purpose. This one, we're going over another vanilla bridge, through the level crossing. And look up there, yeah, it's the factory, but not just an ordinary factory. Oh no, as if we come up to here, there's a little bit of build space there, got the abandoned trucks, and we've got a little bit of a rail going on here. And it stops there. Good use of the pillar to decorate the ends there, and then if you go over this little bit of rail, and it goes into the side of the mountain, and that is brilliant. That is just brilliant. It doesn't actually, there's no tunnel there. That is just aesthetic, and it's been so well done. The factory has been pimped up with a little bit of brickwork, and then on the side of the factory you've got some more of these pillars, very nicely done. Just adds a little bit of interest, because those factories are so bleak and boring, and Douglas has just made it come to life. I absolutely freaking love it. So anyways, let's do the rail now. I was going to do the rail in a minute, but we'll do it now, because honestly there's not much to see with the rail, and frankly I'm quite thankful for it. There's nothing wrong with the rail. Just got some perfect bridges, does a bit of a loop around, and it's all very well done, nothing glitching into it. Very happy with the work there. Right, time for an asset review. Gives me a chance to breathe for a second. And I'm back with my breathing, hopefully still intact. Now, this is a very nice asset for those in the UK. UK Housing, Semi-detached, number 1, 2015, level 5. And this is a semi-detached residential dwelling, 2 houses in one. And I actually used to live in a property very, very similar to this not so many years ago. And then my life changed, and now I'm living in a cesspit. Well, I'm not really living in a cesspit, but you get my gist. This was a very nice property that I used to live in. Anyway, that's not the point. Let's have a quick look at the rest of the properties around it. Macwelshman, you've done a really good job there. That's UK Housing Semi-detached number 1, 2015, number 5. By Macwelshman. So much to talk about in this episode, so much. Now, this is the canal, and it's very nicely done. I'm not sure about these dotted lines. They appear to be shipping routes, but first of all, they're not going to go under those bridges if they are shipping routes. Secondly, they're a little close to the edges, so there would be shipping clipping if they are shipping routes. I'm a little bemused by them. I tried sort of like tinkering with the dock, but it said there was no shipping route. And what are these circles? I don't know. I've not seen these before. I'm not sure. I'm sure Douglas will stick something in the comments as to what they're all about. I'm a bit baffled, if I'm honest with you. But I still love the canal. Water flow is excellent. The water flow is literally all going downhill, and I have no problems with this at all. We'll just follow this river up just for a little bit of detailing. Check the detailing. Once again, excellent work. Here we've got, this is so good, the Coyote Canyon pump station. Look at the amount of water that's going to that. That looks so real. It looks so real, and it's not real. It's fakery. There are no pipes going down here, and there are no pipes coming out of here. It's all map fakery, and it looks so good. And there's all the water coming out that's been pumped up from the river into the canal, and the canal is feeding the water across to the big cities where they need the water. And of course, if we're going to look at the water, we've got to have a look at the Hoover Dam from the upside before we look at it from the downside and look at the detail. It's a lovely asset, that is. Very nicely done. Anyway, if we have a look over the top, way, look at that. That's a hell of a drop. Hell of a drop. It looks in really good condition, considering the Transformers had that big battle there. I mean, they've patched it up really nicely indeed. So that's the Hoover Dam. Whew. If you don't know anything about Hoover Dam, have a read on it. Honestly, it's one of the really interesting structures of the 20th century. Very, very nice. Anyway, the terrain on this side of the map, quite rugged. You're not going to do much with that, if I'm honest with you. But when you come over here, very flat, loads of build plane, loads of space to expand and explore and have fun with. And if you want to go for a big city, there's enough connections to make it work as well. Very, very, very close to unlimited potential. Right, let's settle down and give this thing some marks, shall we? And why not? Right, aesthetically, it's really good. If I'm honest with you, I don't think it lives up to the heights of the very best work that he put out last year. But it's still a very good looking map. And for that, I'm going to give it 4 stars for that. Detailing, I can't fault it really. I'm going to question the shipping lane, but to be honest with you, I wouldn't be using shipping on this map at all. And I'm going to give that 5 stars for detailing because it's just glorious. Gameplay potential, as I said before, I think this is pretty much unlimited. The sky is your limit with this one. I cannot find any reason why not to give this 5 full stars. So that's Boulder City, Nevada by Douglas, the king of the desert maps. He hasn't let himself down, and he gets the BonBonB seal of approval. Well, thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. Join me tomorrow for a Throwback Thursday map in the What's Map series, and then Friday will be a creator request, and Saturday will be a regular map again, and it'll be the end of the week and we'll have to do it all over again the week after. Oh, what fun, what fun.